yo. So what's the scenario? Here we go. Oh, we were gonna continue with that. My bad. Oh, turn my volume down.
It is
Oh, snap.
Saturday night.
Watch out, we everywhere.
It is 10:30-ish.
Know what I mean?
Because you know we ish. And it is time for
We is H.
Wrestling Talking Randomness with your awesome hosts,
Yo, boys.
Hang 312
That's me.
and Incidental Nerd.
That's him.
That is me. On a special night, bringing you all the wrestle talk you can handle. And maybe even some more.
What up, Hulk? Hulk's already on Facebook. He's been ready.
Woo!
He's ready. He's willing. And Gable.
Love it.
Yeah. I'm gonna send a tweet out real quick. See if we can get any more people to come watch us talk some wrestling.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, you know.
We were just looking over Ric Flair's post that he put out today. Glad to hear the Nature Boy is back in action. That is beautiful.
Absolutely. I mean, when I saw that tweet, I couldn't have been happier. I was like, oh, the Nate. And he had a shirt that says, I ain't dead yet, motherfuckers. So, I mean, that's still Nate.
Yeah. I had heard on the Stone Cold podcast, Stone Cold had said that he had talked to him.
Oh, really?
And so I was like, oh, he's doing okay. But to actually see the man live and in person on video,
Oh, for sure.
is awesome.
Absolutely. Super, excited to, see the Nate.
Yes, and hopefully we will see him in a WWE ring at some point,
I mean,
supporting his daughter.
Yeah, okay. Supporting the daughter.
Yeah.
Definitely in the ring.
Look, I'm not looking for the guy to get back in the ring.
Take it easy, okay?
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyway, the tweet sends out. You get my max 30% attention. So, I mean, let's
Holy
do this.
shit, you're getting 30% tonight.
You guys are getting
That's more than normal.
the full 30%.
I love it.
I love you. Get you It's 2017. We don't do that. We talk like that. Anyways,
I mean, there's lots of wrestling to talk about, but let's just talk about what a mensch Cody Rhodes is.
what a mensch. The bestest mensch.
Let me tell you, I have to say I get a little.
It's gonna get wild with the hair.
I get a little quiet around superstars when I meet them.
I see.
I try to say something interesting or whatever, and usually it comes out and I sound stupid.
You get a little star dust struck.
Yes, I do. But Cody Rhodes could not have been nicer.
Dude, that guy's a pro.
Amazing to meet him. He just was very welcoming, engaging. Took a lovely picture. Check it out on the Facebook page or Twitter.
Sure.
He's a very handsome man up close and personal.
So he's dashing, so what's that?
Some would say that. Got to hold the Ring of Honor title.
Nah. We're the Ring of Honor champions.
Yes, we are. Too sweet, me, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
He broke some news for us that hasn't aired yet. The Ring of Honor title is being retired, and now they're legit gonna have their Ring of Honor. That big ring is ring.
No shit.
I didn't tell you that.
No.
I could have sworn I told you guys that.
No.
Oh, that ring he was wearing. So Dan asked him.
From a distance, I thought maybe it was Dusty's
Hall of Fame
ring.
I thought the same thing. So, me and Dan were in line.
Yeah.
I'm like, what if that's Dusty's ring? I'm like, that'd be super dope.
Yeah.
Like, I started to mark out because of the ring. Like, oh my
Right.
God, Dusty's ring. So, him and Dan were just chatting away for a little bit. I was like, yo, man, wrap it up. And I was starting to hate a little bit.
Like, come on, Esco.
Yeah, like, a little jealous.
What up, Justin?
I should probably put the comments back on here so I can see. Hi, Nora. So Dan's like, oh, what's up with the ring? And it says it's like a big championship ring, like a football ring. You guys saw it's a big rock.
Yes.
And it says Ring of Honor in red diamonds or rubies. I'm assuming rubies. And he's like, well, it hasn't aired yet, but as of whenever it airs officially, the title is going to be retired, and it's now the champs are going to wear the official Ring of Honor. So
you heard it here first. Breaking news.
That's what we do. We rub pelvises with the stars. We break news.
And listen to this.
You hear this stuff?
Incidental nerd right here. He popped his indie cherry. Yes, he did, because he got a picture with none other than boom, Colt Cabana. I mean, no big deal.
NBD.
But
you know,
I've been in about 15 shows with Colt in it, and like,
yeah,
I'm a fan of his podcast. I think he's hilarious in the ring, and
he's very entertaining in the ring.
And I've never like said boo to him. Like, I've been like, hey, what's up, Colt? Like that.
Mm-hmm.
So get a picture with him was nice. Got a pin. Actually, I see you're wearing your Colt pin here.
Probably.
I got the other one.
Yeah, so I have a little. This is my Chicago side. You know, I got a LOD. I got the Wrigley Marquee. Oh, I'm rhyming.
Mm-hmm.
I love Colt E-pin. And my freelance wrestling pin.
That was a stretch.
Yeah, and then my boys Chris Hero and All Ego. Ethan Page.
I can dig it. Yeah,
man, I dig it, sucker. So
we were, we met Cody at AAW on Thursday night. Great show.
I mean, so AAW, I've had. If I had to complain, it's been that their ticket prices are getting expensive.
And actually,
front row is now $60.
I'd like to ask you a question.
What's up?
A question that intern posed to me.
What's up?
Has AAW gone bougie?
Yes and no. So, it's a discussion I've been having with Peck for a while. Not for a while, but for a little bit. Like, when we started going to AAW, it hadn't blown up yet the way it was.
Mm-hmm.
But there's so many of, like, the homegrown talents that were local indie talents, or local-ish, that we don't see anymore. Like, Lewis Linden, Bucky, the Hooligans.
Ooh.
Exactly, I mean, you guys remember the Hooligans? I mean, they were the tag champs. Now they're nowhere to be found.
Right.
On any of the shows. I don't know if they broke up. I don't know what they're doing. But I know Bucky still does things. He's not there. Greg Iron's not there anymore.
Do you think that they're working the LaSalle shows?
Some maybe. I mean, I know some of them are. And I can't hate on AEW because they're bringing a phenomenal product. They're bringing all the guys that you want to see. So I can't hate on them.
Yeah, I mean, it was...
By no means. I mean, I'm very, very thankful that here in Chicago we have so many options of wrestling because, we're legit getting the stars of maybe tomorrow of the indie superstars, and these guys are indie superstars.
Literally, like, we have gotten many of the guys of, like, it's like one week we're there watching, and the next week they're being signed by NXT.
A year ago yesterday, thanks to my Time Hop or whatever you call the app, I saw that a year ago yesterday we were at AAW and we said farewell to Ciampa and Alexander. So we saw their last match at AEW, and now, Ciampa and Gargano had an incredible run.
They did.
Alexander, he had a phenomenal showing at the Classic. The Cruiserweight. And then,
the crowd loved him. Triple H had to come out and praise him to get the crowd to calm down.
Please sign Cedric.
Yeah.
Him and Ibushi. It was Ibushi, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think
they
so.
They had a phenomenal match.
They really haven't done much with Cedric, which is really disappointing.
He was hurt.
But they still really haven't done much with him. I actually... Cedric belongs away from the cruiserweights, in my opinion. He doesn't... he can work like a cruiserweight.
Right.
But I think he can work... he's the same size as somebody like Jericho. You know what I mean?
Is he?
I would say so.
I don't know. I think he might be a little smaller.
You think so?
Because CJ's not really too big, though. He's maybe 5'11", 6 foot. Me and Jericho are probably the same height.
Okay.
But then again, I'm taller than a lot of all these cruiserweights. Like I'm taller than Ciampa, taller than Gargano.
I did not think that Jericho was that tall.
You're just a tall.
No, I'm saying, and that's pushing it. If Jericho's that tall.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, my point is that I think that putting him in the cruiserweight division holds him back.
Okay.
That's just my opinion. I think he's a super talent that they haven't tapped into.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
And
I mean, I think that's a guy who can go out there and steal the show anytime.
absolutely
Anytime he wants.
Agreed.
So, but yeah, I mean, the AEW was awesome.
It was.
I mean,
It was.
that's-
I mean, we can go through. We had matches. I mean, Braxton. I mean, that's still a local guy, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's. I mean, yeah, he's local, so that's good. Versus Paco fucking Paco.
That's right. But I mean, we had
Paco's so over.
Jeff Cobb, the
Dude,
Monster Matanza.
Cobb is a really, really impressive guy. I mean, his strength, like, yes, I know, like, you know, on his suplexes he gets some assists, but that dude is all power.
Yeah,
It's
yes, he
ridiculous.
is. Yes, he is.
Like, why is he so tough?
But what do we have? So we had Jeff Cobb, Shane
Versus
Strickland,
Joey Janela.
Joey Janela. Which have you seen? Joey Janela was on Colt's podcast a couple weeks ago, and they were talking about
That spot he did with Matt Tremont.
off the roof.
Yeah.
Oh my God! If you guys have not seen this, go not right now because you're watching us, but later on.
What up,
When you
CJ?
think about it, what is his name again? Joey Janela?
Joey Janela.
The bad boy, Joey Janela. Just put in his name and like roof spot, and you'll see it.
Yeah, it's
He goes through a table that's set up on the back of a truck that has
like
glass
the
tubes.
bulbs, yes, the tubes.
The like the overhead tubes that they use in the light bulbs
Yep.
from a roof of a building.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. It's crazy. It's
Yep.
absolutely crazy.
Yeah, like how he's not dead, I don't know.
I don't know.
Legit.
And the only thing that happened to him was not only thing, but he almost lost his thumb.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, like it got really badly cut. Like it was dangling, and they were like giving him stitches on site.
No shit.
He's like, "Should I go to the hospital?" They're like, "No, we'll take care of it."
Fucking, I think that's CZW.
and now he's like, "Hey, give us a thumbs up," and he's like, "Hey, all right, hey,
All right.
nice going." No, but yeah, I digress. Matt Riddle.
Yeah, I mean, we're pre-show fist fight.
We were talking about him. I got to tell you, if you guys haven't heard of Matt Riddle by now, you've heard of Matt Riddle. Where can you see him on TV? New Japan. He does a little bit of work there.
No, not even. I don't think he. He's
I
on Evolve.
was gonna say Evolve is the only because intern and I were talking about like when was the first time we saw him, and it was an Evolve show that we watched here.
Yeah.
So I guess he's really not Ring of Honor. He's not in Ring of Honor.
No, he's just an Evolve in Indies.
Matt Riddle is he's an MMA guy. He wasn't in UFC though, right?
He was
he
on
UFC?
their Ultimate Fighter
Okay.
on the reality show.
This is a guy to keep your eyes on. The first time that I saw him live, I was like, yeah, that guy's gonna be a star eventually. But to see his progression, the match that he had the other night was like leaps and bounds better than the first time I saw him. So he's really learning the business, which is amazing. It's awesome to see.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, definitely a fan. I'm on the bandwagon, or you want to call it. I mean, all in on Riddle.
For Global Force fans, we had OVE, also known as Ohio is for Killers.
Oh yes. What's OVE stand for over there?
Ohio
Versus everyone.
I thought so.
everything.
Oh, everything.
Everything.
Okay. Can I mention that? So OI4K, OVE. I really want to like those guys, but it's just like they're so much about Ohio that I can't stand it. Because I mean, I just have to say I don't like Cleveland or Ohio. Fuck Ohio. I mean, just kidding, unless you're from there and you're watching. In that case, awesome.
In that case, woohoo!
Yay! So at the end of the show, when Callahan is out there and everything,
Yeah.
why was Dave out there just standing there super awkward?
Tell me what happened.
I was. Oh, that's right.
I caught glimpse.
Oh, okay.
And this is what my theory is.
Yes.
I walked out of there. One of my first questions to intern was that the last time we see Sami Callihan in OI4K at AAW?
I kind of thought maybe.
It felt like a farewell to me. Especially with the fact that Sammy dropped the belt
Yeah.
and then broke kayfabe
Yeah.
put Phoenix over.
Yep.
They hugged in the ring.
Right.
Dave kissed Phoenix like 4 times.
Yeah, I don't know why but he was standing there super
I missed
awkwardly.
that.
He just kept grabbing him and like kissing him. He like, mwah, mwah.
Yeah.
Like, I really felt like that was a farewell.
So I was thinking about it because I know Sammy's been hurt. He took like 3 weeks to a month off prior to this match, just recovering from minor injuries. I mean that you get from on the road, right? And then I know he has a promotion. He runs Pro Wrestling Revolver in Ohio.
In Ohio, yeah.
And then he also has a school he does. So I mean, I don't know if that's it. He's gonna try to travel less. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna settle into that.
Justin, we will get to that.
Yeah, CJ,
Thank
we'll definitely get to the PWI ratings also.
Yeah, Justin here wants to know what our feelings are about the Sexy Star incident.
Oh, well, yeah, that's right.
Which I haven't seen it. I've only heard about it. So
right on. Don't you guys worry. We'll definitely get.
We will get there. We will get there. So yeah, I know he's got his own promotion. I actually hear it's doing really well.
Yeah, I mean it's all the AEW guys, pretty much, and a few other people, but
yeah. So I mean, to put a cap on it, another great AEW show.
I'm gonna have to buy that DVD to see that ending.
Cody Rhodes did a great job. Man, he's just. I think you already said it. The guy's a fucking pro.
Yeah.
He's just a pro. You watch him in the ring, it's effortless. He is super over as a heel. And just this little, kind of, his swagger in the ring. It brings a little bit of his dad into it. And I think I've said it before, and I'll say it again, and even though it sounds funny because I'm probably maybe Cody Rhodes Sr. by, I don't know, not that much. Well, how old is Cody? 30-something?
Yeah.
I'm proud of him.
Yeah,
I am so fucking proud of him. The guy walked away from a lifetime job.
Yeah.
Where he could have just stayed stagnant.
He sure could have.
Like his brother, unfortunately. I mean, let's be honest here. As much as we love Goldie, I'm not going to knock Goldie, but he's had a stagnant career since the 90s. He's not done much. Intern is giving me that. Do you see this look?
That's like
intern. I'm not knocking him. I'm just saying that's where they've positioned him in the company. It's not a knock on Goldie. It's a knock on the company.
Okay.
And I think Cody was destined. Cody was destined for a similar fate, and he felt it, and he moved on, and it took a lot of balls.
And then excelled.
And excelled.
Yeah, I mean, Cody is doing it his way. The reason I'm not gonna be like, oh, Cody's the best in the world, like he's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
No,
it's not that. He's just enjoyable to watch. Like you said, I'm probably his same age, if not younger. Like you said, there's that. We get to know these guys, not not that we know them personally, but you're proud of them.
You get a connection.
Yeah, exactly. There's definitely a connection with that. What I'm drawn to Cody about, like, he's super old school in how he presents himself.
Yes.
Everything he does is like, it's super Ric Flair back in the day without the over-the-top promos.
Yeah.
He's got the lifestyle. He rocks the suits. He's got the beautiful girl. He's all about the wrestling. He carries his name. I mean, he does it very, very, very well.
Yes.
I think Cody is carrying himself the way everyone wishes Randy Orton carried himself.
Oof.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Nice. I could see that.
Bam. Take. Coming to you. No, I mean, I definitely,
No, I hear you.
I never once thought of that, but that makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's almost the direction that they tried to take him when he was in Evolution.
Yeah.
That was the.
And I think they tried that again with Legacy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Legacy flopped.
Yeah. But I mean, that was really Ted DiBiase Jr.'s fault, am I right?
And then there's the other Samoan that no one remembers. What's his name? Manu? There was a Samoan involved.
There was?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
You guys don't remember the Samoan?
Now
No.
that you're mentioning it, yeah.
His name was like Manu or something like that.
Yeah.
Manu, M-A-N-U. Watch.
You're gonna blow my mind because I'm not
Yeah.
remembering this at all.
WWE. What's his name? Legacy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Legacy, and I'm just gonna put Samoan.
He didn't come out every single time though.
Nope.
Was it later in the run of Legacy?
Beginning, I thought, and then kind of
Yep,
phased out.
see? So who was that guy? Yep, let me see.
This does not trigger anything in my head.
Yeah, there's Cody, Ted, and Manu. I think that's his name.
And he straight up looks like they plucked him from the 80s and put him out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Strange Life. I just got the new Phasma book.
Oh, what up, Strange Life? Any Force Friday? Oh. Let me see.
Yeah, I didn't make any purchases. I've, as you might be able to tell, maybe not too well. One of these days we should pan the camera around to actually show the collection.
Shit. So Manu here, his real name is, are you ready for it? Afa Anoa'i Jr.
Oh, so it makes sense why he was in Legacy.
Yes. And then there was another guy in there called Sim Snuka.
Okay, that's Domino.
Domino, yes. But Domino wasn't in Legacy. I
I don't remember that either.
I never remember Domino in there. I definitely remember Manu, like I said. But
And Domino is Tamina's brother.
stepbrother.
Stepbrother?
Stepbrother, I think.
Okay.
I mean, and that's
They're both Snookas.
yeah. And Tamina's going nowhere fast. I'm just gonna throw that one out there right quick.
It's a difficult to watch force that they're doing
It
right
is,
now.
and like I feel bad for her because it's just like she should get the rub because her father but she doesn't have the personality. She doesn't have the look really. She looks awkward out there.
Look,
Yeah, she's not confident, so
She's not.
so it's not selling anything.
Yeah, she is there on her name alone.
Yeah, no doubt.
She doesn't have anything that I've seen in the ring. She doesn't have the skills.
Yeah, you're right.
Period. That's just period.
I mean, she got that super kick and the backdrop. Samoan.
She should at least be able to do the freaking, flying off the top rope.
The
And she can't even do
I've
that.
only seen her do that on like those other shows. Remember they had the like the tough enough kind of thingy, and she was having the.
Oh yeah.
She was doing that a lot to the girls on that, but that's the only time I've ever seen her do it.
She's done it. She's done it on the main roster.
Shame. But anyway, I don't know how we got on this Tamina thing, but oh yeah, so we were talking about Cody.
We're talking about Cody and
and then
Samoans.
yeah,
And it just naturally led to Tamina.
yes.
When you start talking about Samoan wrestlers, that's where it goes.
I mean, that's where the great legacy lies. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I want to say I don't know why, but that freaked me out. I don't know why. I'm gonna just jump really far ahead right now,
Please do.
or backwards. I don't know how to go. Hot promo: Reigns and Cena this week. You don't like it?
Shit just got real.
I didn't.
No, huh?
I did not like it.
Why didn't you like
It
it?
made me angry.
On which end?
On both ends. I didn't want to hear nothing from either one of them at that point.
Really? Where you like both of you go to your room? Maybe?
Yeah, it was just like,
Well,
why?
Here's something that
Stupid.
John
I
Cena
don't
does
Hit me
know.
with it.
that he does this regularly in his, you said, hot promo.
Yeah.
Basically, everything that came out of his mouth
Yeah,
was what fans feel.
100%. I mean, I think Cena was 100% right.
But he was just being the mouthpiece of fans. Basically,
Yes.
he was not even the mouthpiece. He was regurgitating things that fans have been saying about Roman since the beginning.
Yes.
And I feel like that's something that Cena does regularly.
Well, yeah.
like
I
he doesn't
mean,
have his own thoughts. He's just
Not
parroting.
necessarily. I do feel like there is legitimate beef between them. Like, they don't like each other.
I don't think that's true at all. From what I read, it was 100% scripted.
Really?
Yes, it was not a shoot.
Huh.
It was 100% scripted. From what I read, the only part that was improvised was when Cena called Roman out for forgetting the promo.
Mm.
And he was like, "Come on, big dog. This is a promo. You gotta learn how to do it."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And they said like that was the only part that was unscripted, and apparently, obviously, it flustered Roman. But
I didn't like how Cena was just like, "Oh, you're giving me too much credit. I don't have the power to bury anybody." I'm like, "You're fucking doing it now, asshole. You're doing it right now, because this isn't helping."
With his golden shuffle.
Yeah, I was like, "You're doing it now."
Intern dropped the fucking F
Oh,
bomb.
she did. Jeez.
Sorry.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, she's
What is
really.
earmuffs?
I swear a lot when I get angry.
And she said asshole.
I did. Oh, sorry.
Jesus fucking
Sorry,
asshole.
internet.
She
Take it easy. Sorry, internet.
she's very.
You don't swear on the internet, intern. What are you doing?
I didn't realize how passionate she was about this whole thing.
I get it.
Wow.
Wow.
It wasn't. Honestly, it was a little uncomfortable.
I loved every second of it. I didn't feel.
No, I mean,
I get it.
I thought that I felt like that was the intention of it though. It was kind of supposed to make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Reigns recovered, but it did fucking hurt him that it was almost like he was searching for his line. Like if they were practicing that, he would have been like, line.
Yeah.
You know?
No
and for that to happen on live television.
I was really hoping for Cena to drop the here's a hint, or why don't you take advice from your cousin and write it on your wrist.
Oh.
I was waiting for one of those. Strange enough to drop it's I mean, he's right. Because I didn't like it that WWE was saying, we know what's wrong with both you guys, and we ain't doing shit to correct it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of true.
Yeah, and that's I just didn't like it. But people loved it. What did you like about it?
So what I loved about it is just it was just real. It was real. It got.
But you're telling us that it was scripted.
It was 100% script. So from what I liked about it was Roman Reigns is untouchable, right?
Mm.
I don't feel that way.
You don't think Roman Reigns is untouchable?
No.
Really? Okay, well, I mean, whatever. So, though I see Roman Reigns as untouchable, he is positioned as the guy no matter what. I mean, no matter what, they keep going back to the Roman Reigns well.
Nick CC says Cena come up with the whole thing and wrote it all down.
That's how I felt. It was scripted because he was going to tell you right now what he was going to say out there. But anyway, go on.
But what if, this was the rub that Roman needed to realize, hey, like, I still have a long way to go here. Because I felt like Cena got out there and just whooped him. Like, Reigns forgot his promo. And then I feel, and no way did they script Roman swearing into it. He went for the cheap heat by calling him a bitch and a soft bitch or something like that. Roman started swearing and dropping and cursing. And that's what people naturally do when they get flustered or they can't remember things. You start swearing. So going back to Roman's an untouchable. Roman's positioned as the guy. WWE wants him to be the guy. But who's the actual guy who's been doing it for the last 10 years? It's John Cena. They've kept them far apart for years. Well, not years. They've kept them 2 or 3 years now that Roman's been like this. And now it's kind of like a sink or swim, Roman. Like, now you're in it with the guy you're going to be next. And I get it. I mean, we've said it before. It's not a new idea or original thought. Like, Roman has a look that they need. He looks like a legit badass. You can't, so this was perfect. What up, Hector? This was perfect. I'm busted open. Shame on me for not knowing she plays the guitar for Alice Cooper in the band. Do you guys know her name? I don't know.
Pardon?
She plays the guitar for Alice Cooper in the band.
No. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a female. She plays the guitar for Alice Cooper in the band. She tours with them and all that.
Mm-hmm.
She's a newer wrestling fan. And she calls in and they're talking about wrestling with Bully Ray and La Greca and blah, 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 blah. And so she's like, oh, so who are some people you like? She's like, oh, I like this guy. She's like, I love Roman Reigns. And they're like, okay. She's like, so you consider yourself a fair weather fan, a new fan? She's like, yeah. She's like, I don't understand why people hate Roman Reigns. She's like, why should I hate him? She's like, he's great in wrestling. He's great on the microphone, and he just looks like he belongs there. We are jaded wrestling fans, and we think we know it all, and we know from the internet, oh man, he's supposed to be the guy. But to the casual fan who they know we're going to spend money, they want the casual fan. So, and I think in that promo, like she even talked about, she's like she thought like Cena was being mean.
Justin said, I love the promo. To me, it kind of felt real. It was better than talking about illegitimate sons and the Enzo and Cass segments and Elias singing and so on.
That's true.
How dare you? Elias El Vagibundo. He is a godsend.
No, listen.
I'm listening.
It was a good segment. I did feel like it exposed Reigns though.
100%.
But
I think he needed that.
Oh, hopefully it pushes him.
Yeah.
Because this is now the second week in a row, and you know that I am pro Reigns. I like Reigns.
I know you do.
This is the second week in a row I am talking about a match that exposed him.
A match?
Or something that exposed him.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Because I'll throw you 3 weeks in a row. 3 promos in a week.
Well, no, but
go ahead.
At SummerSlam,
don't feel
that
was a horrible match for him.
That match exposed him as a 2-trick pony with nothing but super punches and spears.
Do you think it was booked that way though?
I don't know if it was or not.
It was a bad idea if it was.
I don't know if it was or not, but it exposed him. It made him look like that was all he does.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
And this promo, he got fucking torched. He recovered slightly, but not really. He got torched.
So I'll tell you where I get 3 weeks in a row.
Please.
This week Cena. Last week Miz fucked them both up. Miz killed it last week.
Mm-hmm.
And then.
By the way, we're gonna get to PWI, but 10. Just a little.
By 10, it's past 10.
No.
No, but and then was it 3 weeks ago? Samoa Joe got him on the mic also. He schooled him.
He might have.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Joe's hurt.
He is. So that changed. So Joe being hurt. Is it Joe being hurt? Is what made them rush Reigns and Cena.
Really?
Yep, because it was supposed to be Reigns Miz for the IC belt.
Okay.
When Cena hit Reigns with you got the US title and took it as a demotion, that shit hit right through my soul. I was like, wow, because he did. Yes, we weren't there, we don't know. But the way he carried the title, the way you could tell he didn't give a shit about the title. And Cena got him.
And Cena elevated the U.S. title.
So Cena 100% elevated the title.
Absolutely.
So coming from, and I told you before, I find it less enjoyable to listen to Busted Open because Bully Ray's on there, and sometimes he just comes across as, like,
bitter.
I actually fucking wrestled. You guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, and he acknowledges that he comes across that way at times. He goes, I can't help it. I'm just passionate. And he goes, and a lot of you just think you know when you don't know. And I get it. I said it a million times.
We've never taken a bump.
Yeah.
We don't, we're not in the
bump.
Okay, so Sari is taking a bump. I mean, intern is taking a bump.
But.
In bed.
Hey!
Oh my God.
How dare you?
I'm just talking about like when you're kids and you wrestle on the bed. What were you thinking?
I gotta go now. Don't leave me. So I do respect Bully's opinions and thoughts, right? So what he said what he loved most about the promo was that if that doesn't light a fire under Roman's ass, nothing will. He goes, and I agree with him. So for the first time ever, what did you see in Roman? I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, you saw doubt in his eyes. He got shook. He forgot the promo, and then you can just see it in his demeanor, in his face. He goes, he got shook because now he knew he was in there with John Cena.
Yeah. I mean, there's... Yeah, that's not... I don't think that's an arguable point.
Right.
I mean, he was clearly... the moment was bigger than him.
Sorry. Should I just say I saw Scott Hall gave her a Razor's Edge one time. Ew. Intern.
It wasn't a Razor's Edge.
It was just a headlock.
It was the Outsiders.
And then Hank had to make it weird by asking if he could have his
toothpick. That was awesome. he was so thrown off by my weirdness.
Remember Steve's World Wrestling Zone?
Yeah, you know what? I got in the ring also with Joey. We took bumps.
I was gonna join, but it was between wrestling and powerlifting, and I was like,
okay, so you have taken a bump, sir.
I've been in the ring, bully. Don't you know who I think I am?
I've never taken a bump.
And I've even rang a bell, so you know what?
Yeah.
So wrestling. I'm joking.
I took a couple bumps earlier.
Whoa.
Just kidding.
Whoa.
Kidding.
It's not that kind of show.
It is not that kind of show. So let's get to Justin's question.
What's up? What's Justin's question?
He asked earlier, what did we all think about the incident at the GFW PPV with Sexy Star and Rosemary?
You'll have to remind me.
I did not think that was Global Force.
I thought it was
AAA. I was going to say, I believe that was in Mexico.
That was definitely Mexico.
There was, if I'm not mistaken, it was a 6-woman tag.
I don't know the...
Here's the scenario. Sexy Star beat Rosemary with an armbar.
Right.
And apparently, she held the armbar way too long. May have hurt Rosemary. The backlash... Now, in result, it turns out that Rosemary isn't as hurt as they initially thought.
Okay.
But the backlash
is... From that?
Yes, from that.
From the hold, not the match.
From the hold.
From the hold. Okay. So she had already tapped. She was supposed to let go. She kept twerking on the arm. It was bent, and she kept going. And everyone is saying, everyone who was there, or whose opinion matters in that world, was saying she went into business for herself. She was very unprofessional when it came to that. She's dangerous. She's being blackballed from everywhere. Like
she's lost a bunch of bookings.
She lost a bunch of bookings.
And basically, like, there was a Twitter, like, the Twitterverse went crazy with wrestlers saying the number one rule is you take care of the person you're in the ring with. Number one. And
Cody straight up tweeted, she said, "I will not be in any show that Sexy Star is in." She's like, "I will not. She will not share a locker room with me."
Yeah, and I think it was. I can't recall. I think it was the guy from PWI. On JR's show, he was saying, because that comment came up, and he said, you know, look, Sexy Star's not selling tickets. Like, she's also there kind of wrestler,
but kind of a draw. Also, like, you're not. I'm not going to a show just because Sexy Star's there, but I will be like, oh shit, and Sexy Star's gonna be there. That's dope. Like, I'll go take a picture with her, meet her.
Right.
So she's not exactly a throwaway either.
She's not exactly a throwaway. Very true. I mean, she's been on Lucha Underground. We know her. You know, she's had a very long career. But she's apparently really damaged her career.
Because it's not like the first time she's done something dirty like that, though.
Oh, I hadn't.
Well, not hurting people, but like just playing dirty, like behind the scenes. In AAA, they have that women's tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Taya was the champ, and they told management, called Taya, and they're like, "Hey, you know, we need the belt for, like, we're gonna get it clean, then we're gonna take pictures of her, whatever." And Taya gave them the belt, and then the next day, AAA put out or Chaos, or I don't remember the promotion. Somewhere in Mexico put out a news press like, Taya decided to vacate the belts, and Sexy Star is gonna be the new women's champ.
Wow. Okay.
That's when Taya went off on everybody.
Wow.
So this was only like within the last 6 months.
Justin said that
that's pretty bad.
And from what he understands, all she's been asked to apologize, and that was it.
Yeah,
They made her apologize, and it wasn't even, from what I had heard, it wasn't even a sincere apology.
No, by no means, because it was kind of like I thought she just kept her excuse or whatever it was that she just thought it was all a work. She thought Rosemary was just selling.
Okay, but there's communication in the ring.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's sad for her. I mean, she fucked up. What are you gonna say?
She did, and apparently, it's not like I said, it's not the first time that she does something shady, so it looks even worse for her. And like you said, there's plenty of tweets that said, rule number one is that we take care of each other.
Yeah.
And if no one's gonna trust her, that could be the end of her career.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because
absolutely.
And does a promotion really want to be the promotion to like the first one to book her again or stuff like that?
It's going to be a hard road.
Hard road back.
Oh, hard road back. Thank you. Speaking of Taya, by the way, she is poised to make her debut in GFW as Taya Valkyrie.
That's cool.
Yeah, looks cool.
And in other news, I'm not completely caught up with GFW Impact, but 2 weeks ago, Johnny Impact made his debut.
Who's Johnny Impact?
Mundo.
Oh.
John Morrison debuted in GFW, and he is Johnny Impact.
Come on, really?
I shit you not.
Yep.
What's wrong with that guy?
Your boy Dick Justice actually got into a
I
ring
heard.
and got promptly tossed out by EC3.
What's his name? Richard Justice or something?
Richard Justice, yes.
Nice.
And GFW has a new champion. It is one Eli Drake.
Really?
Yeah. It was very surprising.
Wow.
Eli's
that big, huh?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Cool. So my confusion was legit.
Yeah, they had what they called a 20-man gauntlet match to crown a new champion because Del Rio had to vacate the title.
Is he still with the company?
What they said was he was stripped of the title and he is suspended indefinitely. That tells me he's no longer with the company.
Yeah, that's right.
They said that it was behavior unbecoming a GFW superstar, and that's that.
Strange says he loves him some Eli Drake.
I'm not a fan. Okay. He's kind of partnered up with when I first started rewatching or first went back to watching Impact, and it was basically because of the Hardys. And because of McIntyre or Galloway at the time, Drake was partnered up with big guy. What's he call him in Tyrus? They call him Tyrus in Impact. Formerly the
Funkasaurus.
The Funkasaurus. Thank you.
What's his name? Brodus Clay.
Brodus Clay. Yes.
Strange likes his catchphrase. He says.
Eli Drake.
What's his catchphrase?
Eli Drake. I don't know.
Eli Drake.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Now his heavy is Chris Adonis.
Okay.
Once known as Chris Masters. Yes.
Yeah, the Masterpiece.
Yeah, he's there. So they had what was called a 20-man gauntlet match.
Okay.
Now, what do you know a gauntlet match to be?
I mean, it's kind of like one after another.
Yes, thank you.
They made a Royal Rumble, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Of course they did.
It was a Royal Rumble.
The only twist was when you got down to the last two people, it had to be a pin or a submission.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fine, but that's not a gauntlet match.
I agree.
So
they're reinventing the wheel. Well, they already reinvented the ring, so why not?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, just throw it all out the
door. Speaking of gauntlet matches, rumbles or battle royals, they need to rewrite the book on having eliminated people eliminate people in the ring. I hate
There's
that.
no rules.
I hate that.
Oh yeah, I don't like it either.
Or how about people that are not even in the match?
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm over that.
Bray Wyatt coming in and
and Finn.
tossing
I
Finn
think
out.
that's exactly why I'm bringing it up.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I'm okay with it because Jeff won.
No, I don't like it.
So that means the Hardy's gonna split. Henry Reyes over here says, "You see the backstage interview after Jeff became number one contender?" I did not. Have you? Anybody?
I don't recall it.
I don't recall it.
Before I forget, did you guys? So there's a Dragon Con.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't know what that is, but
It's a con.
Yeah, Xavier Woods is always at them. Did you guys see any of his tweets this weekend? What he cosplays as?
Mm-mm.
So he sent out like tweets and like Snapchats or whatever of him getting his hair straightened. He's like, cutting off the dead ends and getting the hair straightened for you. He's like, I'm gonna prove to y'all that, you can cosplay as whatever you want to cosplay as. He legit went as Bailey. The side pony, the whole Bailey outfit and everything.
Oh, I gotta look that up.
Yeah, and I don't know who else it was.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but someone I don't think it was Kofi or it definitely wasn't Big E, but someone went as Sasha, another dude.
Yeah, Justin, I had read that. JBL stepped down from SmackDown, the announcing team. And he also said, what are your thoughts on the issue with Sasha and Stalker fans?
So they're not Stalker fans. People are upset because Sasha isn't the nicest to people who
chase after her?
No. People that hang out at airports.
People that
people that hang out at airports, they get flight information and landing times and hotel info. She's not the nicest to them. She doesn't smile for those pictures. She's not obligated to. She's not. I get some other wrestlers go above and beyond when that happens,
right.
But she is not obligated to. And I get that. I 100% get it. But fans, there are some fans that are so offended and hurt by that. They're like, fuck Sasha. She doesn't deserve any of this. She owes all of us everything.
No.
Just
See, that's the mistake right there. Yeah. They don't owe you nothing.
They don't.
No, they don't.
And that's very frustrating when I hear that stuff.
All I ever ask of a wrestler is to give me their all in the ring.
Yeah.
And that's a lot.
Yes.
And, the occasional fart into a walkie-talkie.
I mean, it's either here or there. But, occasional baby, whatever. I mean, that's not too much to ask for. I mean, I've watched for 30 plus years.
You're invested. You deserve it.
Henry
Reyes deserve it.
The number one contender thingy with Jeff was on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
That's probably why we didn't see it.
Right on.
We'll have to check it out.
For sure.
But
so that's the thing. I think fans. I'm sorry. Just to finish his question answer.
Sure.
I think fans need to get the fuck over themselves. If a wrestler, superstar, or female, male wanna take a picture with you, great. You got lucky. You caught them on a good day, or you just caught someone that loves it. If not, who cares? Move on.
That goes for
everything.
Everybody
that's a public figure.
Nobody owes you shit. Just because you dropped a dime on I know that's a term for something else, but whatever. Just because you spent your money to go see someone's movie, or you've invested your free time in watching a television show, any of this, that doesn't mean that those people owe you anything.
Like, did you watch a show? Were you entertained? You've been paid back.
Bingo bongo. Absolutely.
That's the exchange.
Yes.
They do something to entertain you, and you watch. That's it. Transaction completed.
Correct.
There's no you owe me more. No.
That's why I went out of my way to mention Cody Rhodes. Yes, I dropped $20 to get a picture with him. I paid $20 to get a picture with him. He could have gone, "Are you ready to take this picture?"
Yeah.
Take a picture.
Right.
But he engaged with me. He spoke to me and asked me questions. Like, he was a great guy.
Yeah.
It was, and he doesn't have to do any of that.
He doesn't. I mean, he could just take your, he could just take your money and be, all right, next.
Exactly.
Next.
Yeah.
But no, like you said, he talked with all of us. He engaged with you. I took the Dusty Rhodes figure. I have the original the Jax ones, and he laughs. He's like, "Oh, the dream," and he goes, "I'll tell you what." So he was looking at the boots. He goes, He goes, "It's the Yellow Eagle," and I was like, "I guess." He's like, "So I told Zack Ryder there's another edition of this with the Eagles painted white, and he cannot stop looking for it." He goes, "There's no other one with the white boots." So I was just like, because Ryder loves collecting these things. So he's like, I told Ryder that they made like a limited edition with the white boots with the white eagle. He's like, Ryder to this day still looks for it on eBay.
That's hilarious.
What if Zach sees this?
I mean, don't tell Zach.
Nobody tells Zach.
Yeah, so I got a good laugh out of that. And,
that's awesome.
Because like he looked at it and like he started laughing, and I was just like, okay. And so then he explained the story. I was like, no shit.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah. So anyway,
this has been the night that we put Cody over and over and over.
And over. But okay, so go ahead. What else we got?
PWI.
Yeah, let's touch PWI. I mean,
let's hit it. I'm gonna give you the rundown, and we can chat about it.
Hit me with it, though.
All right. So PWI 500, digitally, and I don't like that they do this. The digital list and magazine is available now.
Okay.
And it doesn't hit newsstands for 3 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah. So the top 10 in this order: Okada, AJ, KO, Reigns, Omega, Naka, Joe, Dean, Rude, and Miz.
Yeah.
Rude?
That is a whole lot of WWE there.
Oh, I mean, it's super WWE.
Two New Japan guys.
Stone Cold is the GOAT, Francis.
We spoke about this in the pre-show fist fight. I can't believe that Kenny Omega, with the year that he had, is number 5.
Yeah, I think he deserved a little bit. And I have a lot to say about Bullet Club, hence why I wore this. So we can get to that in a little bit.
I like that Okada's number 1. That's awesome.
I love that Okada's number 1.
No, I mean, there's
about damn time.
I mean, he's the first.
Oh, yeah.
I believe he's the first Japanese. He may be the first foreign.
Maybe.
Promotion, like someone in a foreign promotion that's been number 1.
Wasn't Reigns 1 last year?
Yes.
Or Reigns was 1 at the end of year. Because they do their this one and then they do an end of year 500. I love that Okada's on top.
It was a year ago. It was 1 year ago that Reigns was number 1.
Perhaps. I mean,
he was number 4, which I don't agree with.
Looking at your list, I love that the Miz is in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fucking love it.
Although I feel like, honestly, I can't really argue. I can't argue with the Okada pick at number 1. I think it's great.
Oh, for sure.
AJ Styles made his debut in WWE, had a great year, and putting him right there with KO, which those guys together had some really amazing matches.
For sure.
I'm okay with that. Reigns above Omega. I can't get behind that.
I can definitely put Reigns top 10 because he has some very, very, very good matches this year. And I mean, he's, like I said, once again, we said earlier, he's positioned as the guy. But Omega has had more important matches, I think. I mean, this trilogy he's had with Okada has been really phenomenal. I mean, he was the talk of the town for a long time. Is he coming to WWE after that loss to Okada? Is he gone? All of that.
When you've got matches like Okada and Omega,
what up, Petey Pablo?
Where people are mentioning them in the same breath as the series of matches that Ricky Steamboat and Ric Flair had,
right?
Then they should be number 1 and number 2.
Yes,
that's what my boy Hector just said. He said Omega should have been number 2. Mm-hmm. I agree because you know what? I mean, I'll say it. I think Okada Omega were the hottest storyline, hottest matches of this past year.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that I can say is that I feel like AJ Styles is probably, I think he's the best wrestler in the world.
I can co-sign on that. I think AJ's, I'm not even going to say it. I just think he's awesome.
Yes, he's great.
Yeah.
I mean, you might even say he's phenomenal.
That's what I was trying to say. I was going to naturally say that, but then I was like, wait, you can't say that because it's too freaking cliche.
I understand. And look, you know,
Nico?
and and Kevin Owens
What up,
is
Peck?
he's right up there too. What up, guys? I mean, KO is
Love me some KO.
I love JR said that if he had a son, he would hope it would be Kevin Owens.
People think very highly of Kevin Owens.
I think
Kip Stern.
I find Kevin Owens to be he's like an anomaly. You know what I mean? Like, he is a guy that, look, I realize that I'm not an athlete.
What?
Okay. But I look at Kevin Owens and I see that belly and I'm like, look at this guy. This is a guy like me. And then he gets in the ring and he wrestles like he can do anything in the ring.
Better than Roman.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kevin Owens is a great heel. He's a phenomenal heel.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just his work against Renee alone.
Dude, give them a freaking Emmy. I want a highlight reel of Kevin and I need them like at the buddy show. Him and Renee.
Yeah.
And Renee sells it perfectly. She's like, he's coming back. He's coming back. Like, just like something small like that, it's phenomenal.
Yeah. Okay, here he comes.
Like,
are you gonna let me talk? No.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great.
Henry Reyes here says AJ mentioned the guys he wanted in WWE from Bullet Club, and two that caught my attention were Bad Luck Fale and Tama Tonga. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And Tonga, and I feel should stay away from WWE. He isn't PG at all. I think he's great.
I agree.
I mean, Henry, you're barking up a tree that I'm getting ready to talk about. And Pac's here now. I mean, this is a lot of, what I'll say has also been said by Pac. I'm going to jump right into it since we're in there. I talked to you earlier in the week. I told you Bullet Club merch. I mean, everyone and their mother is wearing it nowadays.
Yes.
Phenomenal for the Young Bucks and all them. They're making money without the machine, which is awesome. That's the wrestling dream.
Right.
They are doing it their way. I am not hating on them. I don't like the fact that Bullet Club merch is everywhere. But I also don't like the fact that this new age Bullet Club isn't Bullet Club. It's just the Elite. It's just them.
I see.
It's just Omega and the Bucks, and that's it. And that's what everyone knows. I mean, Fale and Tonga are out there. I don't know if this is an angle that's coming, but it's a hot topic. Yeah, what up, Miguel? Hector says my mother ain't wearing any Bullet Club merch. Okay, so not everyone and their mother literally, but I don't know if it's an angle that's coming, but I don't know if you've seen. I found on social media. Tonga kind of keeps hinting or throwing it out there. Let me read it verbatim because it's important to what I'm trying to say here. Tonga put up a picture of what he called the golden era of the BC. When he talked about what is that? One team, one mind as the hashtag on it. There's not this Elite and the Bullet Club.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that there's the Elite and the Bullet Club. Like, I don't like that. Like, I feel she's not secretary, she's intern. Come on, Migs. Jeez. What up, Clyde? Thanks for watching, Clyde. Wow.
This guy's never getting invited back.
I agree with what you're saying,
mm-hmm.
And I always thought that was because they were going to use it to drive a wedge and then be a battle.
Right.
That's what I kept thinking.
Maybe this is what it's gonna be now.
But it's been like that for I don't know how long.
Yeah.
So I don't know, and I agree. I don't care for that either.
Yeah, I don't like that. I mean, we've been putting Cody over all show, but it's just like they're bringing in all these guys, and this. I mean, Pac said it best when he said, they're entering their later NWO years where everyone and their mother was getting into it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Marty
Marty Scurll is cool, but he's Bullet Club now, and he's like a main guy in the BC. Stop. I mean, the Too Sweet, I will Too Sweet forever, and it's not just because of Bullet Club. It's just you're Too Sweeting because if you watch wrestling, you Too Sweet people. You tell them to suck it, and you're Too Sweet. Mm-hmm. That's wrestling. It's not Bullet Club. He's talking about penises. He's talking about penises. I'll take 5. So it wasn't gonna keep happening though. to your point, Henry, it's similar to Wolfpack and NWO.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And that didn't go over too well.
Yeah, they're in their they may be Blue World Order at this point. The BWO. By the way, Riddle's trunks were BWO-esque.
Yes.
It said bro.
Yep.
BWO.
Yes.
But don't hate on Marty the Party.
Dude, I like Skrull. I like him a lot. I think he's super talented. I think he's a great heel.
No doubt.
I don't necessarily think he needs to be in Bullet Club.
No, and that's what. And then I just feel like now they're putting everyone in there. Like, oh, that guy's kind of cool. He's got a good name on him. Put him in BC. That's it. And I mean, we've talked about it like a while ago. We really like the Gorillas of Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Tonga is an original, and like with Anderson and Finn, he's an original. Why is he being featured more?
Yeah, I don't get that.
No, I laugh because like sometimes you watch New Japan and like they'll have like I think Scott Hall's kid.
Cody. Yeah, Cody Hall.
He's in Bullet Club.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't even see him wrestle.
Nope.
I mean, I know we don't get all the matches, but it's like, okay.
It makes sense. Before you know it, Virgil will be claiming he started BC.
He might have.
He may be. Virgil would have done it. Strange enough with the chicken wing.
Oh, jeez.
Does Marty do a chicken wing? I don't even know.
He does.
But yeah. Like I said, so don't take my, I obviously bought BC merch, but, don't take it for hating. I couldn't be prouder or happier that they're making so much money without WWE. That is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I hope more guys can find a way to do that without WWE, because I think it's better for us as fans in general, right?
Yeah. Cody commented because I wore my American Nightmare shirt.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I dig your shirt. And I'm like, well, thanks. Thanks. And I was like, yeah, I got it from Pro Wrestling Tees. He's like, really? It's like, they're based out of Chicago, right? I'm like, yeah.
He was there earlier in the day.
Well,
Oh, okay.
no, he goes, I've often wondered. He's like, did you get your shirt quicker? Because
okay.
I'm like, I don't think so. It took like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm just standing here talking to Cody Rhodes, and he's like, so did it take very long for you to get your products?
Same amount. He's gonna take that back to the boys over
like, I
there.
don't understand you guys. You guys are based in Chicago. I was talking to a guy from Chicago. It took 2 weeks for him to get his shirt.
It's not good business. Although they do give you the pick up in store option.
Right.
I don't know if you've ever seen it.
I gotta get that Chicago one.
Fuck. I do need that one. I will buy a Bullet Club shirt because it's the Bullet Club with the Chicago flag in it.
It
so
does look good.
Suck it and too sweet me at the same time. Too squeak me. Real quick, my boy Klein says, can we talk about the jobber trick from last week? The Let's Go Jobber chant was funny as fuck. Versus Nia?
Mm-hmm.
Was it? Nia destroyed that.
Was it Nia?
There was another one.
No, there was another one. Jordan had a jobber match where there was a Let's Go Jobber.
Yes.
Jason Jordan?
Yeah.
And Benjamin, the two.
Hey, no, stop.
I thought the one that they were doing, who were they wrestling?
Squeak Club. Nice.
No.
Intern. What's going on?
Benjamin.
Shelton Benjamin.
And the other guy's yeah.
And the other guy.
I know, I couldn't.
Chad Gable.
She's racist against whites.
I knew it.
Forget it.
Nick over here says WWE needs to establish stables just like old school. I agree. Like the Four Horsemen, the Von Erichs, the Freebirds, and WODX Evolution. Vince likes to break up stables. Should have kept the Shield and Wyatt family stables together. You have no modern day stables. I mean, all you have now is the BC. That's it, right? I mean, you have.
Right.
I mean, Japan has stables.
Yes.
I mean, in NXT, we've got the Ring of Honor stable.
Honorable men.
The Honorable Men.
The Men of Honor.
Justin says here, I also read online that Sasha is frustrated with creative. She says a lot of times they don't know where they are going, and she doesn't like that. Perhaps that's also had something to do with the title change on Monday.
She spoke out on some interview kind of about that. Her frustrations with her never being able to defend the title. Loses it. Right
Yeah,
now.
it was very surprising. It was very surprising, especially after Alexa said it several times that she's never defended the title. I figured she was gonna keep it.
True. Hector mentions, yeah, you're right. OI4K in the Indies. I like them, but I can't stand that they're so Ohio. Sorry, I hate Ohio. I mean, did you ever hear anyone's? Is that water? Or vodka?
We're forgetting about the biggest freaking stable of them all. LAX, bro.
Oh,
I gotta go. Is that how that goes?
LAX.
All I know is that Nelly used to say, Chi-Town, Mobile. I don't remember. LA.
That's like the only other.
I'm just talking Nelly. He gets to step into my Air Force Ones. So I just missed something here. Klein asked, but why would Nia have to face a jobber? So the theory behind Nia facing jobbers is like the way Braun faced jobbers. Just establishes dominance, show they're so much bigger than someone else.
Oh, I thought it was because she kept hurting her opponents.
Wow, zing bot. Miguel over here says, wasn't it Enzo that got the Let's Go Jobber chance? And it was shopping that he won on Raw.
Ouch.
Yeah, I was a little shocked that Enzo finally got a win. Who did he beat? Noam Dar. Alicia Fox.
Yeah, that was somewhat news that Enzo is now a cruiserweight.
Yeah, I mean that's probably the best thing that can happen. To him.
I think you heard it here first, guys. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that would be a direction to go with Enzo.
Breaking news! You're always hitting us with break. No.
I'm telling you.
Jericho stopped by on BO this week, and they were talking about that he had a conversation with Neville, and he's just like he told Neville, he's like, you have to do for Enzo what others did for you. He goes, you have to, no matter what, you have to make him look good. He goes, you have to be the professional. He goes, you're the professional in that ring. You have to make Enzo look good. And Jericho straight up said it to the world that he told Neville that he said, Neville, it's your job to ensure that guy looks good in the ring.
Huh.
And I was like, wow.
So
that's
Jericho's
a lot of trust in Neville.
Jericho's saying that Enzo can't look good in the ring on his own?
I mean, I think inadvertently he may be saying that.
Wow.
Because there's
not inadvertent, you see it.
Right.
I've seen Enzo have good matches.
In NXT?
No, on the main roster. He had a match with.
But
so this is the client's first time watching us. I've known him for a few years now through the Chive. He goes, "Who is this hidden voice I'm hearing?" That's the intern. You may have, if you watched months ago, you may have caught a glimpse of her running in the background.
As a panda.
As a panda. Panda.
The paralegal.
That's the paralegal, Klein. She makes sure we don't get sued. No, this guy Diggy. This guy Diggy really has it out for us.
She watches our bag.
Sexy Star? Yeah, it's Sexy Star couldn't get a job anywhere else, so now she's our new intern. That's why we keep our hands up here, make sure no one tries to rip them off. Fucking Sexy Star.
So, how did you feel about Sheldon Benjamin returning and being immediately stuck in a tag?
That's racist.
Was it not?
That's racist.
Literally, I said to intern, well, you lost one black guy, here's another one.
Where's Shelton? Huh? Put him with the small white guy. He's black. Yeah. Come on, that was racist.
He used to be with another white guy, right?
Klein, we're on usually on Fridays, 10:30ish. Probably that's 11:30 your time. Hey man, follow us. That way you'll get notification when we go live.
Yeah, guys, you know what? One of the things that I think I fail to mention every week is if you're joining us on Facebook Live, share the video. Maybe people that you know who like wrestling might like to tune in. Or follow us on Twitter. Or, check us out. We have I think, like 80-some episodes on YouTube.
We do. Episode 100's a doozy. You should watch 100.
Yes, episode 100 is a great episode. Not that they aren't all great episodes. I think they're all are.
I think we really bring it on all episodes.
We do. Even when we're like...
I think if you really want to see me at my best, you gotta watch like episode 102 or 101, where this eye was like... I had the old JR face. What?
Oh.
What happened?
Oh.
What was that?
No.
Who said that?
Wow.
Undertaker, you can't talk like that.
Wow.
It's 2017, man.
Wow, I can't believe you said that.
I would never.
Wow.
What happened?
Oh my god.
I have this urge to eat spaghetti now.
Oh no.
Is Vince being Vince? It's Vince being Vince mean. I mean, look no further than Street Profits currently. Oh, I haven't seen them dudes yet from NXT, right? The new Crime Time? The HBK. I had the HBK. Thank you. Thank you,
Bro.
Strange Life.
The
Got that Forrest Whitaker.
the Street Profits.
Oh, yeah.
I swear, it's like, all right, you guys are black. Go out there and juke and jive, because that's what they do.
Crowd loves them.
The crowd does love them. There's all sorts of fucking Street Profit signs and everything.
Maybe they're plants.
Maybe.
Could be.
I don't know, but whatever. I'm all about the Street Profits. I hope
You're all about the
I'm all about
guys
them.
you haven't seen
I'm
yet.
all about that. I'm all about the brothers getting a. Oh yeah, here's a picture of Woods as Bailey.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. He goes, "This is what's happening at Dragon Con."
Let me see that again. Looks like he's tucking.
Oh jeez.
Whoa, whoa, got too real right there.
Hello. All right.
Here's my picture of me and Cody. And the dream, kind of family picture. Goldust would have been invited, but he's got me blocked on Twitter. I did nothing, Goldust. Nothing.
I tried to talk to Cody to see if he could get you unblocked, but
I should have. I'd be like, yo, Cody. So, I like to put myself over sometimes. I don't know if you ever.
Do you really?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed. I like to put myself over sometimes.
Not really.
Let me tell you who I think I am. So, ironically, Dan just joined. What's up, Esco? So Dan was in front of me, talking to Cody, chopping it up, and I think Dan was like, "Hey, Henry, can you take this picture for me?" And then the whole thing started with a lady taking pictures. She was offended that Dan asked me to take it. So I was like, "Here, you can take it." She's like, "Well, I'm actually taking whatever." Anyway, who cares? Who cares? Forget about it.
So what?
Forget about it. Who cares? So then I go up to Cody, and so I got the autograph in the picture. And he's like, "Should I make it out to Henry?" And I was just like I just said hi. I never introduced myself. He's like, "Oh, I heard your buddy call you Henry." I'm like, don't lie. You follow me on Twitter. You've been waiting for me. And he's like, "Do I?" He's like, "I think I only follow like 20 people." I'm like, "No, I'm totally joking, man." Another case of me trying to put myself over and it backfired. He's like, "Do I?" I was like, "No." Because he was just like, "I only follow." I only follow 20 people. Who the fuck is this guy?
Like, I follow my brother. And like,
I wanted to mention that Goldust has me blocked, but I don't want Cody to block me.
pull some strings there.
He's like, hey, you must have blocked for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing, right?
Right.
So who's gonna be one to do nothing? Didn't. All we did was love your family, Goldust. Even Brandy, I guess. Anyway, Hatgate. What? I can change hats. What hat? Hatgate? Strange Guy says hashtag Hatgate. That happened.
In episode 100.
Oh, that's Migs. Yes. So anyway, we lost it somewhere there.
So, brother.
What's up, man?
When you walked in the door, I told you I was a little under the weather.
You are?
And it is midnight.
Oh, it is?
I am feeling drained.
Okay.
So I think let's put a pin in it for tonight.
You're going to put a pin in it?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Now, by putting a pin in it, you guys are going to miss us for 2 weeks.
Yes, I won't be here next week. Got big deals I gotta go take care of in Austin, Texas next weekend.
So this guy's going down to Texas.
I am. I'll be there. Yeah, I see Dan says Cody and his very dusty rumors. the Zack Ryder thing.
So,
Yeah. Oh, 2 weeks from now.
2
What
weeks.
do we got in 2 weeks? Is the pay-per-view passed by then or no?
I
It'll
think
probably be a
that'll
go home show.
Yeah, would be, I believe.
I know. We'll be back. I mean, a few of us, a few of you just joined us for the first time tonight. Hit that follow button.
Please do.
Hit that notifications button. Or next time, I'm just gonna share it and tag you guys. Because sometimes I forget to promote this show. And I shared it, and we got like 2 new people watching. So
and so like I said, if you like what you watched, if you like hanging out with us on a Friday or a Saturday night, shooting the shit about wrestling, please share the video.
show.
Let people know that we're okay guys.
We invented wrestling.
Well, he invented wrestling. I'm just.
Hey man, we're a
riding his
team.
coattails. So until next time, this has been Wrestling Talking Randomness. That's what the logo says.
Wrestling talk around this.
That guy right there, that's Hank 312.
That's me.
Me, I go by Incidental Nerd.
That's my man's.
The voice off camera, that's Intern.
Paralegal.
She does the heavy lifting.
The,
So thanks for joining us,
hey man,
guys.
thanks for joining us.
And we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Toodles. Too sweet.
Peace.
Too sweet,
Sweetie,
me.
bro.
Sweet. That's what I can never do it.